Unless there was a last-minute settlement in San Diego federal court, jury selection will begin next month. Now, investors claim SeaWorld executives misled them about how Blackfish was hurting park attendance. However, SeaWorld officials insist they truly did not believe that the film was keeping visitors away. When the documentary Blackfish premiered, SeaWorld officials downplayed it. In August 2013, a company spokesperson told the LA Times, Blackfish has had no attendance impact. Former SeaWorld CEO Jim Atchison was quoted in the Wall Street Journal saying, I scratch my head if there's any notable impact from this film at all, and I can't attribute one to it. In this class action lawsuit, a group of investors say those statements were false or misleading. In reality, they argue, Blackfish was taking a toll. Musicians like Willie Nelson canceled concerts at the park. Companies like Southwest Airlines ended partnerships with SeaWorld.
Like many people who watched that documentary.
And a California lawmaker proposed a ban on captive killer whales, known as the Blackfish Bill. In August 2014, for the very first time, SeaWorld notified investors that attendance was being hurt, quote, partly due to media attention relating to the recent legislation. That day, SeaWorld's stock price plummeted 33%, costing shareholders millions of dollars.
Today, we pledge.
During the trial, Atchison is expected to take the stand in SeaWorld's defense. He will testify that he genuinely believed Blackfish was not hurting park attendance. Instead, he originally attributed the drop to bad weather, higher ticket prices, and new attractions at competing theme parks. Atchison's testimony could be supported by a surprising expert witness.
These new ships will bring the Disney Cruise Line.
Former Disney executive Carl Holtz is expected to confirm SeaWorld's observations about tourism attendance trends. Meanwhile, the shareholders have their own surprising witness, SeaWorld's former spokesman Fred Jacobs. In a deposition, Jacobs now admits he responded to a reporter's question about Blackfish in 2013, saying, quote, we can attribute no attendance impact at all to the Blackfish movie, even though, quote, I didn't believe it to be true, and, quote, I was instructed to answer the question by former CEO Jim Atchison. Now, the former CEO and Vice President of Communications no longer work here at SeaWorld. They settled a Securities and Exchange Commission complaint along with SeaWorld for more than $5 million. Now, we did reach out to SeaWorld for comment, but we did not get a response.